Oh. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Travel with Ginge. Today we are going to go to St James's Park Stadium, the cathedral on the hill, for us Tyne supporters. If you ever wanted to know what it's like being on the rooftop, this is the video to watch. So I'm going to bring you along with me and my friend Aga from work. Done the classic stadium tour, that was good. Done a zip line, that was amazing. Time to do the roof. So let's bring you lot along with us. See you soon.
I've had people who've got like SLR cameras and things and drop their lens caps and things like that, which are relatively inexpensive.
Nearly there.
I've got the British Isles. We've got the British Isles with us. Right, let's go through here. I'll take the first group up and I'll come back hopefully straight away for you. If somebody else summons it on me, and I'll come straight back, but I will be back. The roof of the lasers stand, so there's a goal down below us over that way, and below where this roof is where we presently put visiting supporters on a match day, yeah, the level 7 just below us. Well, when I first came here in the 60s, this end of St James's Park was a standing terrace with all the barriers in that we used to have back then with a roof on it, all the lasers end, and it was where, how should I put this, most of our more lively and vociferous fans would gather on a match day. Yeah, that gentleman's waving his hand there, always a bit nutty and a bit crazy in the good old Leazer's End when I was young. That was demolished in 1978. And people my age, and they're probably right in some respects, St James's Park was never the same again. It was eventually replaced by the Leazer's stand we're on the roof of now. Takes us to the end of that area down there, which as you can see is having a food festival this weekend, that's what I've been told. Leazer's Park. We're quite well up in this part of the world, about green space and trees as we walk around, you'll notice that. But Leazer's Park down there is actually the oldest public park in the city of Newcastle upon Tyne. It was officially opened to the public on December the 23rd, 1873, which means just like the brewery, Leazer's Park was there sometime before the footballers arrived in 1880. Bandstand added in 1875. 1896, in preparation of Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee, we got some fancy gates and railings, which remained around the park until World War II, when metal was in great demand by the war effort and things like park railings and gates were removed throughout the UK. But by the end of the 1990s, it was a little bit run down and a bit neglected. Then a millennium came around. The English Heritage Lottery Fund awarded Leazer's Park approximately £4 million to give it a makeover. Bandstand refurbished, we've got gates and railings again with 1873 on. But they're not the originals. The lake over there, they drained the water out, cleaned it all out. Fresh water, stock it with fish. Every day I have a stroll through the park, there's anglers sitting there fishing or whatever's in there. I'm not sure what's in there, I'm not an angler. Lots of wildlife in the park now, so it's quite a pleasant place, as you can see, used by the public for their events. Quite often there's music festivals down there, which provide a bit of a challenge to me because they've got sound systems better than me. I'm up against DJs and people, but we've got drummers at the minute. But it's nice to see it being used again.
Oh wow. That's amazing.
This is a view people
This
like.
is like. Oh wow. Oh, in the middle.
We're getting a bit spread out, so I'll just let everybody catch up. That's always happens on this tour.
Yep.
Right.
There she is.
Couple of things to say, and then Scarlett will lead us up the roof out of this wind, which is getting a bit stronger, I think, sadly. So there's one day I come in and I blew my nose, took my mask, because the mask would cause you to.
I'm like trying to keep me balance, and he's on about blowing his nose.
I go, this is coming into work here on the lockdown mat. And he said, I think you should go home. I said, oh, I've done to blow my nose. He said, oh no, well, I think, you know, it could be. So I went home. And I met her, my wife was, she was in bed. I said, that time I'm never lie in. And she, when I walked back the house, I went, buddy, how much in time? I said, all right. I said, I've never
I feel like I'm windswept. Hot hair. right up there. Red spiced. So this one is red stormy, dark rum, ginger beer and lime. Hi everyone, so everyone knows here that I am so bad with outros and I am so sorry about that. But long story short, the heavens opened and it was just, we were soaking. I didn't have a hood, I didn't have a coat, typical UK weather. So I jumped in the car with Kyle. He kindly dropped us home. Thank you for that, Kyle. And then I just chilled with Lewis when I got in, and yeah, had a wild day, to be honest. We wouldn't have went to that food festival if I didn't see it on top of the roof of St James's. But highly recommend, if you ever visit in Newcastle or you live in Newcastle and you've never done it before, I highly recommend. As you can tell, I'm a bit windswept, so I'm gonna give myself a nice wash and ready for the week of work. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Yeah, until the next one. I am not sure what's happening on the next one, but with my mind it could literally be anything, so please stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe for more, click the notification if you want to stay up to date for when it's actually going live. You can actually go around to my Instagram as well, Travel with Ginge. I'll start posting more stories on there, so you'll be able to see behind the scenes before I even upload this video. So again, sorry about no outro. This is it. Until the next time, love you all. Bye.